Welcome to Frano British Academy. In today's video, we want to solve a JAMB WAEC question, right? This question has been asked severally in JAMB and in WAEC examinations. Now, if P varies inversely as the square of Q and P equals 8 when Q equals 4, find Q when P is 32. What you need to understand, it's quite easy. Just note that P, okay, varies inversely to the square of what? To the square of Q. Square of Q means Q to the power of 2. And so when you have something like this, just know that you have to introduce a constant. And so what we now have is P equals K over Q squared. Okay? Now, the next thing we need to do is simply to impute the values for P and for Q. In the question, P is what? P is 8 and Q is 4. Okay? So we have, so since P is 8, look at it, P is 8, so we have 8 equals, K is unknown, we are looking for K, the constant figure, and then Q is what? Q is 4, look at it, K is 4, so Q, which is 4 to the power of 2, the square of 4, okay? So we now have, therefore, 8 equals K over 4 times 4 is 16. So this can be over 1 and then we cross multiply. So this we multiply this. So K times 1 is K. So K equals 8 times 16. 8 times 6 is 48. We write 8 carry 4 and 8 times 1 is 8 plus 4, 12. So 128. Okay. So K equals 128. Now go back to the very first question. This question have another limb, which is find Q when P is 32. So when we are done, as we are done solving for the relationship of P varying inversely to Q, we found that the constant figure is 128. So we go back to that same formula, which is P equals K all over P equals K all over Q squared. Okay? Now, in this second limb of the question, P is what? P is what? P is 32, and we are looking for Q. Now, we now have P, therefore P is 32 equals to 32 equals K is now known. K is 128. So 128 all over what? All over Q to the power of 2. And this can be over 1. So when we cross multiply, 32 times Q will give us what? 32Q squared. So 32 times Q is 32Q squared. Okay? And then we have 128. So equals 128 times 1 is the same thing as 128. So we divide both sides by 32. Okay? So that will be dividing both sides by 32. So 32Q to the power of 2 equals over 32 equals 128 over 32. This cancel this, Q square will remain. Then we'll divide this. So 32, 8 can go, here will be 4. And 8 in 12 is, 4 will go, 8 will go around. 8 in 32 is 4. And 8 in 12 will give you 1. Remain the what? And that will remain 4. And put a 4 here, become 48. And 8 in 48 is 6. Okay? So 4 in itself is 1. 4 in 16 is 4. So Q squared equals 4. Now, what we do right now is just square both sides. We square this and square this. So this will be squared and this will be squared. Okay, so this square will cancel this square, so Q will be alone. Equals square root of 4 is 2. So Q equals 2. That is the final answer. Remember, we square this and square this. This square will cancel this square. And so we have Q, and then square root of 4 is 2. And that is the final answer. Consider subscribing to our channel, like the video, and please share the video. Thank you.